Hey friends, this is Lance from BestKidsSolutions.com, and we are absolutely dedicated to helping the most important people on this planet, and those are of course kids, parents, and teachers. Now if you're new to the channel, I'm an award-winning educator. I am a proud father of two amazing young daughters. My beautiful wife is an amazing mother, and she is a special needs teacher. And both of my parents are retired educators, 40 years plus. As you can see, we have a lot of experience helping these amazing group of people. And I'm hoping that this video is going to bring a little bit of value to help to our friends. And this video is entitled, What My Child Should Learn or Know Before Reaching Kindergarten. And this is kind of a checklist. Now, this is a very tough time for parents. Their babies are now growing up. They are moving on to kindergarten. And the best way to curb that anxiety is to have some knowledge, some preparation. And getting that preparation as soon as possible is really going to make a big difference. And I'm going to go over some of the most important things that you can do for your child to help them be prepared for kindergarten. Now, this is just 5. There's probably, it seems like 20 more that I have in the BestKidsSolutions.com article entitled the same thing, What Should My Child Know Before Reaching Kindergarten? And of course, this is kind of like a checklist. So if you're interested in seeing more of these preparation guides or checklists, please go ahead and check at the BestKidsSolutions.com. But let's get right into it. The very first one is try to explain to your child what kindergarten is. I mean, at this point, they may have no idea what to expect. And they've been home. Maybe they've gone to pre-K. Maybe they've gone to VPK, some of these scenarios, but some of them have not. And so it's your job as a parent to kind of describe what kindergarten is, what to expect, what's going to be happening. Discuss the teacher, the school, the schedule, the lunch programs, the playground, and the activities that are going to occur. Kind of give them a general synopsis of what's happening in kindergarten so they feel comfortable. They're still going to be nervous, but if they have an idea of what to expect, then it's going to be much, much easier for them. And depending on if they're an only child or they have siblings, maybe they have seen their siblings going into kindergarten, or the siblings can talk to them about kindergarten, and that would be an amazing first step. So number 2 is going to be, what are the different types of adults and kids are going to be at school? Now, this is one thing that a lot of people don't talk about is, who's going to be at school? Obviously, the teacher is obvious, but we need to talk about the principal and the lunch lady and the guidance counselor and some of these kids that are going to be coming in and helping into the classroom. I know a lot of 5th grade teachers have, kids coming in and helping out in the kindergarten classrooms and talking about field trips and talking about all these different people who they're going to see in a kindergarten classroom. And once again, once they're comfortable with who they're going to see, the schedule, what kindergarten's about, it's going to make this transition so much better. The third one is going to be, make sure your child knows that they're going to have to sit still and pay attention. This is something that, as a school teacher, I think that it seems so obvious, but I think that this is something that needs to be practiced. This needs to be talked about. They have to understand that in school, there are going to be some times at least, they're going to need to sit still and listen carefully. Now, the amazing thing about kindergarten is that those kindergarten teachers are trained and are amazing at teaching the kids on the move. They know that their attention span isn't long, that they need to be moving. They need to get that kinetic learning in there. And using all different types of styles, whether it be visual or audio, whatever the case may be, they are going to provide your child with that type of education. But I think that that's something that needs to be discussed at home, is that there's going to be times when they need to be able to focus. There's going to be times when they're going to have to be quiet and, of course, raise their hand before they talk. And so get your child used to be in that scenario. You give them an opportunity to practice that so that when they get to school, it's not going to be a surprise. They're going to be well prepared, and the teacher's going to love you for that. The fourth thing is going to be social skills. Now, this is something that hopefully everybody is working well on. This is just something that happens naturally for most kids, but this might be something that you might want to encourage your child to do so that when they get into kindergarten, when they're meeting all these new people, they're going to know how to handle it and what to say. One of the best things you can do is give your child some scenarios and some phrases to practice at home so that when they get to school, they feel comfortable using them. An example might be, "Hi, my name is so-and-so. Would you like to play with me?" And what happens if they say no, and what happens if they say yes? What happens if you need to go to the bathroom and your child is your child's teacher is talking? These type of things that need to be addressed socially so they know what to do when they're in that social setting. What happens if your child wants to borrow something, or somebody wants to borrow something from their child? These are the type of little social scenarios when they're in groups of kids that is going to make their transition so much better when they know what to say, when they're able to go up to somebody and invite them to play with them because they've practiced that before. And to some kids, not necessary. They do it instinctually and it's not a problem. But other kids, they may really need to practice that. And as a parent, you're going to make this transition so much easier if you can do that with your child. And the last one is, at least the five here, like I said, there's so many more in the article, but is teach your child to hold a pencil correctly. This is a scenario where you can't even win the race if you're not running, if you don't know how to run. And holding a pencil is something, or a crayon or anything of that nature, is something that's really going to make a big, big difference in their promotion of education. This is something that they're going to need to do. And if their teacher is not having to teach them how to hold a pencil, they are going to be able to start sprinting. There's not going to be that need to teach the child. They already know it because you've practiced that with them. You've practiced that with them at home. So they are already able to start writing their name. They're already able to start, coloring and drawing, or even starting to write letters, which they're going to need to do shortly. This is something that a lot of parents don't understand, is that what the kindergarten that we grew up with is completely different than the kindergarten that's today. The rigor that occurs in these kindergarten classrooms, what they are expected to do, is something that we probably didn't do even in first grade. So this is why preparing them right now at home before they reach kindergarten is going to be such a tremendous benefit to you and your child. It really is going to make them stand out. And it's really going to make, as I said before, that transition go so much more smoothly. And the nice thing about it is that when they have a good transition, when they're having an amazing time at school, it just makes your life so much easier. I know when my daughter went to kindergarten, we really focused hard on preparing her, and it really made the school year go so much smoother because she knew what to expect. She knew what she was doing, and we had talked about that, and she had an amazing year. And I hope the same for your child. My friends, I hope that you enjoyed this video, that this was helpful. There are so many more tips on bestkidsolutions.com/what should my child know before entering, or in this case, before kindergarten. And it's a checklist. And you'll be able to check off all these things before your child gets to kindergarten. Once again, I hope that you found some value to this. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Show me that you like this video, that we'd like to maybe do some more of these. And of course, subscribe. What I'm going to try to do is as many videos as I can, because the more information that we can produce to these amazing set of people, kids, parents, and teachers, the better that they're taken care of, the better everyone is. And the more I can help with that, I am glad to do that. So I'm going to try to make as many videos as I can to help these great people. And if you would like to see more of these, please hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to see some more videos, please go ahead and click the boxes up here. It's either here or here, one of the two, and click some more videos, and hopefully that'll be helpful. My friends, I hope that you have a great school year if it's that time. And I hope everybody is doing great. Thanks again for watching.